Jacques, the economic development of Ghana has certainly been consistent over the period that I've been here. I'm not going to quote you facts and figures because I don't necessarily have them at hand right now, but it's important to note that Ghana has had amongst the highest growth rates of any country in the world. A large amount of that may have come about due to the discovery of oil and gas. When the rest of the world felt the dire implications of the banking crisis in 2010, where it primarily started off in Europe and then was felt across in the US and subsequently every other country in the world being so interconnected. Ghana was spared that due to the oil and gas coming online at very much a similar period. So whilst the rest of the world fell off the proverbial cliff, Ghana was spared that injustice. What makes me wake up in the middle of the night? Quite honestly, very few things, Jacques. We've got a great team on board with quite an exceptional length of service on average. Having done this now in situ for a number of years, we're not saying that we know everything. We'd never be that arrogant, but we certainly have our lines of supply well sorted out. Sadly, at the moment, there is an element of importation from other countries, especially items like fruits, items like perishables, meat, etc. Those sectors of the economy in Ghana haven't quite grown to the extent that we would like them to as yet. So there certainly is opportunity, whether it be dairy, whether it be animal husbandry, whether it be beef, whether it be vegetables, whether it be fruits. There's opportunity there. And sadly, we do have to import quite an amount of that to supply customer needs and customer expectations. So yes, we certainly do bring in beef from South Africa. A lot of pork products come out of Kenya. A lot of or elements of our fruit either come out of Belgium or else we bring a lot of Lebanon or Egypt. We try and support local producers as best we can. We try and assist the local producers as best we can in terms of quality, in terms of consistency, and we're seeing improvements in that respect. So there's opportunity for investors there as well. Should we call it cycles in terms of the development, as there are in any country and in any business? And there certainly are peaks and troughs in terms of the acceleration of the business. But I would like to believe that Labadi will certainly go from strength to strength by virtue of its location. We're not dead in the center of town. We're out in an environment which offers large gardens. We're on the seaside. We have our own private beach. I think those are factors, key factors, that help to differentiate Labadi from other properties. So I would like to believe that Labadi will remain the number one property. There might be other brands that come into town with different names, and many of those are great brand names. But in terms of being a niche type hotel, an exclusive type of hotel, in terms of standards, in terms of service, Labadi will remain number one. If I had any message for an international investor, it would be that you certainly cannot leave Ghana off your prospectus.